Blog Talk Radio.
Welcome to Waves of Healing. We are dedicated to communicate to you and provide you with information of being aware and keep open mind to alternative ways of healing, whether it's physical, emotional, or spiritual. I'm your host, Leah Yekutiel, coming to you live from Los Angeles, California. I'm a reconnective healing practitioner, a breast cancer victor, not victim, and the author of the book, Making the Breast of It. In order to learn more about me and my book, please visit my website at www.ilovemybreastcancer.com. All in one word, ilovemybreastcancer.com. And while you're visiting my website, please purchase my book and give a gift of love to somebody you know who went through breast cancer, where they can learn how to reclaim their femininity back after breast cancer, how to rebuild their self-confidence living with breast cancer, how to accept the new image and love it, and learn that sexuality exudes from inside out and not from outside in. And the most important thing that we'll learn through the many exercises in the book, how to connect with the spiritual aspect of their life, where they realize that we women are not only our breasts in order to be viable, functional, sexual beings. The reason I'm saying that because there is such a great misconception in our society believing that women who had breast cancer are not women anymore. And this is very, very far, far away from the truth. And also, when you are on my website, you can download 25 breast health tips for free. And if you apply some of them in your daily life, you'll be surprised how many cancers, how many diseases we can prevent. As you know, doctors can diagnose us, many times misdiagnose us, but we have to be very, very vigilant about our health and take care of ourselves in order to prevent all kinds of diseases. Because my show is all about prevention and healing. With that said, I would like to tell you who is my guest today, which I am so, so excited about you cannot imagine. My guest today is Julie Renee Boering. Julie Renee is a #1 brain rejuvenation expert, speaker, best-selling author, and master health activator. Julie Renee mentors individuals who refuse to play small but are being held back by exhaustion and fuzzy brain. Having prevailed over the worst of human health challenges, from surviving multiple cancers to living life from a wheelchair, Julie's experiences inspired her groundbreaking book, Your Divine Human Blueprint, which defines the way to regenerate the body's organic design through a quantum approach from the cells up. With over 30 years as an expert instructor and mentor, Julie shares the hidden secrets of regeneration and renewal using quantum activation techniques and guided meditation. With her transformational skills, she provides an integrated, fast track for manifesting, holding, and growing abundant health, beauty, and wealth. Julie Renee has been featured as an expert on MSNBC, CBS, Rockstar Radio, New Era Healing, LA Talk Live, 1111 Magazine, and New Age Healing, and a forum on spirituality on Marine TV. As I said earlier, Julie Renee is with us live today, and I'm sure Julie Renee can shed a lot more light about this issue of healing. Julie Renee, I would like to invite you officially to Waves of Healing radio show. Are you there?
I'm here. Thank you so much, and thank you for that very loving introduction. I want to acknowledge you for the beautiful work you do in the world and the light, the beacon of light that you are to women who are having health challenges and moving into a more powerful and fully self-expressed life. Hooray. I just appreciate and applaud you.
Well, thank you very much, but I don't do as much as you do. I can tell you that much. You do so much, and I'm telling you, you're just incredible. So let me ask you, to start asking you this first question. How did you come to be, how did you acquire these skills in order to be Master Head Activator?
Well, I've always been a natural healer, but there's a story, and that story is around, how I became so ill and then how I turned my life around. I literally survived the atomic bomb testing in the Nevada desert. I had 17 surgeries, multiple cancers, and actually died a couple times.
Oh my
And on
goodness.
that journey, I discovered the human blueprint, how the body actually regenerates using the quantum field.
You mean
then,
you discovered it when you were on the other side?
No, I discovered it in prayer and meditation in my garden. I went to my garden almost 8 years ago now. In prayer and meditation, I said, God, I can't take this anymore. I can't take this unbearable pain. I had a condition that was what some doctors had called fibromyalgia, but it was very advanced, and it wasn't exactly fibromyalgia. I had they're called mycoplasms. They had eaten away all of the nucleus of every cell in my body, and so the pain receptors were on full blast all the time. There was never a break. I was just in unbearable pain all the time. And there was no cure for that. That once the nucleus is gone from the cells, it's gone, according to Western medicine. Of course, they don't know what I know, which is that things can be regenerated and brought back into a healthy state. And that's exactly what I was able to do in my garden in prayer and meditation. Get the directions, the downloads on how the body regenerates, and then really be able to, first of all, implement it in my own body, and then be able to really share that with the world.
Okay, so you practice whatever you were taught yourself and healed yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And now you are helping other people to do the same. Am I right?
Yes, exactly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, how long ago was that?
About 8 years ago, I went into my garden and came out a different woman. So I spent about a couple weeks in prayer and meditation in my garden.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
But here you said like you've been into healing for 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
I have seen you. Your so many different videos on YouTube and stuff like this.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you look like 45 years.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah, people always guess me in my 40s. I'm 57, I have children that are 38, 36, and 34. So, when you regenerate the body, it also grows younger.
Isn't that fantastic? So, so how do you do that? What is the cellular quantum mechanics that you are talking about?
Yeah, well, it's the cellular neogenesis, the regeneration of the cells. So I'm actually I'm starting with the human blueprint and the quantum field. And if you could think about Carillion photography, if you saw a leaf in Carillion photography, even where the leaf was torn away, you'd still see the leaf. And that's exactly the case. The human blueprint still exists even if something's been surgically removed or damaged. And so by applying the quantum field with a technique I've developed called the quantum pump, we're able to actually activate the healthy stem cell behind the sick cell. And then in the cell, there are all the little organelles, including the mitochondria. Mitochondria is the fuel generator of the cell. And that is looks like a little caterpillar crawling on the inside of the membrane. It's really adorable. Poke the belly of the the mitochondria, the little caterpillar, and we get a program for regeneration, which starts a cascade of new cell growth. And those cells, once the master cell or the stem cell has been regenerated to 100%, what comes out of the cell is more cells at 100%. So the new cells growing are now growing at a much higher function.
Isn't that fantastic? We know in the spiritual realm that every part of our body, when it's removed surgically or for any other reason, it regenerates itself. Is that what you are talking about? Oh, okay. So you can see it, and with the blueprint, you see the body of the person. For example, you can see a body of the person who is sick, and you can activate those dead cells or the master cells, as you call it, to regenerate themselves? Wow, my goodness. Wow. So now my next question is, how do those cells to break up to start with? What happened?
Well, the cells will degenerate for a number of reasons. One would be toxicity in the environment. It could be a DNA program. It could be illness. It could be an injury, where you have some kind of an injury. So any number of things could cause the cell to break down or become low functioning. And then really the same techniques apply, whether you're doing the new cells, like bringing in cells where there were no cells, or healing, restoring the cells. If there's very, very low function, like something has pretty much failed, you can still bring life back to the gland or organ, even if it's pretty much failed.
How do you do that? Do you do it by any movement with your hands? Or are you doing it with your mind, registering all this information, and with your mind activate those dead cells? How do you do it?
Well, it's the quantum pump technique is the technique of activating the quantum field. If you wanted to get really, really specific directions, I wrote the book Your Divine Human Blueprint, and that has every protocol for how to regenerate everything in the body. So I go step by step. It's 558 pages. It has everything in it. So you're focusing the quantum field into the master cell, the cell that was with you 7 days after your parents conceived you. That's like the professor cell. It's like a Harvard law professor, and it has all the information about how to grow that area, so that gland or organ or whatever it is, system. That's the master director. So you want to really restore that using the quantum field. You might imagine that there's the sixth cell, and then there's the etheric, like the angelic part of you, the angelic part of the cell, the thing that exists in the human blueprint, in the human design. And so you see those two cells, one overlaying the other, and as we keep applying the quantum field, the healthy cell comes into physical reality and replaces the unhealthy cell. It basically restores the unhealthy cell, so the 100% cell is now in charge.
What's the name of your book again, where the people can get all this information?
Your Divine Human Blueprint, and it's up on Amazon, and it's up on our website too, julierenee.com. So both places you could get it.
Okay, wonderful. I mean, my God, everybody should get this book and read it, and actually, people who read the book can do the rejuvenation healing.
Everybody can do it. It takes practice, and everybody can do it. I'm on a mission, 5 million minds. When we get to 5 million minds, we very likely won't have to pump. We can use our mind. But now we got to pump. Yeah, because we don't have enough group mind agreement yet. But once we get enough group mind agreement, then we're good.
Yeah, if we are, if our thoughts and brain and everything is functioning and in agreement, coherent with each other, then we are miracles. We can create miracles, and that's exactly what you did.
Yes.
Am I correct?
Yes, exactly.
I salute you, I'm telling you. You're just incredible. Also, you are talking about fuzzy brain. What do you mean by that? And people who read your book and with practice, would they be able to remove the fuzziness of their brain and to be able to think more clearly?
Yeah, yes. With the book, reading the book, yes, absolutely. I think there's some tips I can give all of the listeners that will help you immediately today, even if you don't know how to regenerate your brain. The number one reason for fuzzy brain and cognitive decline in the United States is that, and across the world really, is that we're not drinking enough water. The average person drinks less than 36 ounces of water a day, and if you think about a 130-pound woman, she needs at least 65 ounces of water a day, and a big man is going to need about 80 ounces of water a day. So your general rule of thumb is drink half of your body weight in ounces of water, and drink them frequently. I think the other trouble thing is people guzzle, and so you'll knock down 12 ounces of water and then you won't drink anything for 4 hours. Well, understand your brain doesn't have a bladder, so there's nothing holding water up there, and after about 45 minutes to an hour, you're dehydrated. And so you're losing the rest of the benefit of the water. It doesn't hang out up by your head. Another thing is that we're not breathing deeply. We're sitting at computers. We're not as active as we need to be. So I recommend getting up every 30 minutes and wiggling around, dancing and moving your body for 90 seconds. When the body is sedentary, the body will tell the brain, go to sleep. And so it'll start shutting down and fuzzy brain will kick in. So get up and move. And also with the oxygen cleansing breaths, 10 cleansing breaths of pink and gold, really just seeing that oxygen, that rich oxygenated blood going right into the brain and seeing yourself really becoming more focused and clear. Fuzzy brain can also happen from strained adrenals and also toxicity. And so, ladies, I know this is really a focus on healthy breasts and body, and if you've gone through chemotherapy, you have toxins in your body, and that can cause fuzzy brain too. So you want to be really doing as much as you can to purify and clean up your body. The water really helps. Eating healthy really helps. As much as you can do to restore your body to vibrant health again. I so support you in doing that.
Oh, this is wonderful advice. Wonderful advice. I hear that this drinking water, many people have to drink as much water as you are talking about. But people who are vegetarians don't need to drink that much water because all the vegetables are 90% are water. Do you know anything about that?
Well, I can muscle test it. I do agree with you. Vegetables are a lot of water. Vegetarians need as much water as regular people.
Okay.
So I think, let's see. Yeah, you're right. They need about 70%. Vegetarians need about 70%. However, I think vegetarians love drinking water, so I don't think there's any problem with it.
I love drinking water. I only drink water, nothing else. And I drink alkaline water. I have the machine, which is so, so important. I mean, if our body is 70% water, which means we have to replace it constantly. And as you say, we have to drink good water. It's not just faucet water. And good water is most important as well.
Yeah. Good, healthy, clean water.
Wow. Julie Renee, where people can get more information about you and about your books and about your work and all this kind of stuff. What is your...
My website is going to be the place to go, and for your listeners, I would really love for them. We just put up this wonderful opt-in, and you can take an assessment on how close to 100% healthy you are. It's right on the front page, julierenee.com. I just encourage you. You'll get immediate results, and based on your answers, I'm going to gift you 2 programs. So go to the website and click on that, find out how healthy you really are, and take the quiz, and then you're going to get something like Fatigue to Fabulous, Accelerate Wealth from the Inside Out, maybe Beautiful from the Inside Out, or How to Meditate. We've got some amazing programs. Each one of them comes with one of my guided meditations, which are signature meditations. Really, they take you into the quantum field.
This is wonderful. It's called Find Out?
Right on the front page, when you go in, it's the opt-in, and it will tell you, yes.
Okay, wonderful.
Yeah.
The truth is that I went there, I got all your stuff, and listened to them.
Exactly.
And I'm listening to it every day. I try to listen to it every day, at least twice a day. Because, no matter how healthy we are right now, there's still things pop up in our physical body, in our spiritual body, and affect us. And you give this opportunity to everybody, which I admire you. This is wonderful.
Thank you. It just dawned on me, I needed to just mention this to you. I will be doing a Healthy Breast program in October, and it'll be an 8-part series on really getting breast health back to par for people who've had any trouble with breasts. And if you don't have breasts anymore, you still do. They still exist in your etheric body, so we want to just restore you 100% to yourself. And if you're a person who's very concerned about healthy breasts, October is going to be an 8-part series.
Julie Renee, you mean I can grow another breast now?
Maybe.
Only one.
Maybe. I tell you what, your spiritual breasts, your breasts exist. So even if they've been surgically removed, they continue to exist, in the etheric realm. And so what we want to do is we want to get them very healthy, whether the breasts grow back or they've just gone to this very healthy state, where the tissue is really soft and pliable. I had to have, because I had cancer, cervical cancer, I had to have most of my baby-making equipment removed. And yet, when I have a medical test done, shows that I have, normal levels of estrogen and progesterone. And doctors didn't know, the people who did the test didn't know that I didn't have those parts. So you can really, your etheric body can provide a lot of the chemistry you need to be happy and healthy. It's a matter of getting the etheric body aligned with the physical body after a trauma like that.
Oh, this is wonderful. So when it's taking place, in October?
The class is in October. If you do the opt-in where you get the free gifts, it says, would you like to make a quantum leap and improve all aspects of your life? Click here with instant results. That's what it says on the front page. Click on that, sign up for the free programs, and then you'll be on the list so that when we're doing the breast class, the breast health class, you'll be getting the invitations immediately.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful, yes. Of course. I'm going to be first online. Wow. Julie Renee, you are remarkable, I'm telling you. You are remarkable with whatever you do, how you're helping so many people around the globe. I know you do a lot of traveling and radio shows, and I really appreciate you taking the time to be guest on my radio show, because I need people like you who bring light and health and abundance and healing to the world. And this is the reason for my show to start with, for my radio show to start with.
It's beautiful. Thank you for creating a space for so many people to come in and really be inspired and have hope. It's so wonderful, and thank you for finding me. I so appreciate being you sharing me with your audience. Thank you. Yeah. And for those of you listening, I want you to know that I love you and that I care about you. And even if we haven't met, your life is very important, and your being here is very important. So I want you to give yourself a hug, maybe put your hands over your heart and tell yourself, I love myself, and really feel that love, that self-hug, that you are so worth it. You are so important, and that you're important because you bring love and joy into the planet, and your life really matters. And
each one of us really matter, and each one of us has a purpose in life. And you apparently found your purpose, and I think I found mine. But there are a lot of people who are still searching. And this advice that you gave to everybody is just incredible advice, that everybody can have this ability or develop this ability that you did it in you had to go through hell in order to learn how to heal yourself. And I really salute you for that. And the work that you do all over the world is just remarkable. So thank you so much. I really appreciate you. I really appreciate your energy. I really appreciate your ability to activating all the health, the brain, and everything that you do. And again, would you like to mention your website again for the last?
Yes, Julie Renee, JulieRenee.com, JulieRenee.com.
Thank you very much, Julie Renee. And you know what? I think I would like to have you to again guest on my radio show. But I'll be in touch with you, okay?
Fantastic. Sounds good.
Thanks so much. And I encourage all the listeners, please go visit Julie Renee's website. Please sign up for her opt-in. And you get so much information, and it's all for free. So treat you Thanks again, Julie. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.